प्रेम सर्वोच्च वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। प्रेम सर्व शिव शंकर भगवान की जय। प्रेम सर्व श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय। Devotees, so I encourage each and every one of you this morning with this clasp our hand, placing our mind, lotus feet of Bhagwan, beseeching His divine grace. But Lord, in the past week, in the past month, in the past year, and so far in our life, that you've been able to bless each and every one of us, that we can have the opportunity to listen, to perform our puja, to take care of our duties of this world. This is why, for the time of our life, and markers of our life to identify who we are as we move forward into this beautiful life that God has created for us, that we have so much to be grateful for. We come to you, Bhagwan, with a cleansed mind this morning. For those of us who are here and those of us who are at this time watching us on the various platforms that is available, we say, Lord, by clasping our hand, closing our eyes, and chanting the name of Omkar. In one voice we pray. Oh. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charana Kamlebhyo Namaha. Om Gajananam Bhutaganaadisevitam Kapittajambopalachara-dakshanam Omasutam Shokavinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara-Pankajam. Om Ya Kundendu Tushara-Haradhavala Ya Suprabhastravita Ya Vinavaranandamandita-kara Ya Siveta Paramasana Ya Brahma Chuta Shankara Pravirti Viray Dive Saravandita Samam Patu Sarasati Bhagavati Vishesha Chadya Om Vinadare Vipula Mangala Dana Shile Bhattarati Nashini Viranchi Harisha Vande Kirti Prade Akila Manoratde Mahade Vidya Pradayani Swaraswati Navinityam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनाम् मृत्योर्मोक्षेयममृतात् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ श्री रामचंद्राय नमो नमः राम राम भजले राम राम सिया राम भजु राम राम सिया राम भजु राम राम सिया राम grateful for that, Lord. Let us chant His name. Very simple. And upon doing so, my friends, we say thank you, Lord, for everything. And if we're going through trying times, that Lord, we know that you'll never leave us. It's just by chanting your name that you will uplift us in our difficulties. So together, Rama Rama Siya Rama Bhajale Rama Rama Siya Rama 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 Siya Rama Rama Siya Rama. रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. So this morning, devotees, first and foremost, permit me to say to each and every one of you who are here in our beautiful mandir, Koja Pranam Sitaram, as all of us would have made the time to come and be part of satsang this morning. Satsang is an integral part of our life, and this is why, my friends, an effort must be made, whether it is for an hour, whether it is for 2 hours, whether it is like, Champaji sitting down this morning, from 9 o'clock all the way to the end of satsang today in the mode of celebration. So today I want to say to all of you, thank you for coming and giving us your blessings so that all of us can be here and perform worship together. For those of you who are watching us in the various platforms at this time, I also want to take this opportunity this morning to say my Koja Pranam Sitaram to each and every one of you for permitting us to come into your home this morning so that all of us can perform worship together. There is quite a few very, very dedicated devotees who constantly watch this program. And I also want you to know that your comments that you've made is very, very appreciative, and please continue to do so and share this with others. And my friends, most of all, so that all of them can enjoy, this Sunday morning as each and every one of us are doing here this morning. And also, if time permits and it is feasible for you to come and join us here into satsang, please feel free to do so. Again, our greatest thanks and blessing goes out to each and every one of you. Devotees, this morning, I must say that this entire program here is sponsored by our loving sister, Srimati Diri Champaji, as she celebrates a milestone in her life. And indeed, a great milestone. And devotees, she turned 25 today, right? So, my friends, I want to say happy birthday to you, sister, and may Bhagwan's grace and blessings always be with you. You're always, my friends, since the beginning of this mandir, our loving sister has been an integral part into beautifying this mandir, like so many of us who are here this morning as well, and those of us who are not even here, the devotees, they are pillars of this mandir. So the question here for each and every one of us, my friends, in life, we must be pillars. We must be pillars of our homes. Pillars of our homes means that devotees, if you're in your home and you have responsibilities towards your children and towards your spouses, then you must take that responsibility. And that is, my friends, what the word pillar literally stands for. It's holding everything together, right? And to beautify that home, to make that home even, better than it has ever been. And this, my friends, is what Dharma is all about. And here, Champaji is one such individual that devotees, one of the things I always tell people, I says in every Hindu mandir, and as a matter of fact, anywhere you're going in churches, like the Christian church or you go to the mosque, devotees, there is always kach-kach. You know that? You know kach-kach mean? Always you hear this one and that one and this one a gossip and that one a gossip, right? But devotees is always going to be kach-kach. And that make it more worse. When you're Guyanese, even more bad, right? So devotees are always going to be kach-kach going on. And this is why devotees in our homes, I want you to take this mandir now into your home. If you get 4 kids, or even 2, do they ever fight with each other? Drama, what do you think? Yeah? You beat up your little body, now. You better watch it. Good. So here, you see devotees? So there will always be, regardless of who we are, disagreements. And I use that word with a highlighter. It's called disagreement. Right? So this is why devotees, even Bhagwan himself teaches us that in a family, devotees, we must all unite together, continue. We will have, a little mishaps here and there, even between husband and wife. Right? How many times spouse you swell, whether your husband, whether your, how many times you swell your mouth up? So this is the thing. So this is why we must face reality the way it needs to be faced. And we must not look at situations and pinpoint on anything in life. And this is why, my friends, it says that this morning, all of us are here, united, loving, and our hearts are filled with Bhagwan Ka Naam within our minds. And this is why, my friends, this morning Katha is going to take us to a beautiful, beautiful place. And that is, we're going to go into one of the most sanctified places possible. And the airline is called, devotees, Shri Harinarayan Mandir Airways. Okay? And all of us are seated in this plane. And my friends, says Pandit Krishna, he is the pilot. Now, when we hear Pandit Krishna, we won't collapse, be sure. Alright? So, my friends, Pandit Krishna is the pilot and he's taking us. And Pandit Nani becomes the stewardess of your plane. He's making sure all of you are comfortable. And my friends, he says that Prabhu Shri Ram is sitting and he's waiting patiently for each and every one of us to come. And you know what he wants to relate to us today? He wants to relate to us through the presence of Goswami Tulsidas Ji. He wants to relate to us that, my friends, a beautiful, beautiful, verb of his children that we must practice. And it says, people here, devotees. There are many listening to us this morning, so I want everybody to hear. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Repeat. Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama. Devotees, that's how beautiful that song, huh? And this is why I love coming to satsang and coming to Monday. When I hear all of you, you see, this pandit is unlike any pandit, devotees. I'll tell you one thing. You know what I want to do when I sit up to do puja and prayers? I want everybody to be involved. See? I want all of us to be involved, devotees. Then what happens? You can feel the vibration, you can feel the energy, and you can feel, most of all, devotees, the Shakti that is within us. And here it is saying that, devotees, you know, look how beautiful it is this morning. I don't often get this. I got my sister playing dantal for me, Sati. Right? She, when we were growing up, we used to call her Dantal Sati. Right? Because I don't know how many of you have ever mentioned this to you. When I was growing up as little children, and Sati can attest to this, when our parents were very, very strict. And every day, my friends, from 8 to 9 in the night, 1 hour, one of us will read the Ramayana, one is going to play the dholak, one is going to play the harmonium, one will play dantal, one will play jal, and devotees we will sing chaupais and shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita and all of these things. And my father will sit there and listen to all of us. See, devotees? How many parents today sits down with their family? And this one, I'm talking it's every single day. Sometimes I pray out God, daddy goes ashram, right?
Or daddy sleep early.
Right? Or lady sleep early. Right? Because he was a very, very strict pandit, devotees. And, you know, and this is why, you know, my friends, I must thank him, and I'm sure my family will do the same thing. They will thank him and my mom for raising each and every one of us up right in the right path. And so, devotees, here it says that when, you know, we went to this place, we went to this beautiful place, Kala Yodhya. And when we went there, devotees, Prabhu Shri Ram was there to welcome us. And you know what he says to us when he saw us? He says, Japa tapa niyam yoga nija dharma. He says, my child, in order for you, devotees, don't think all of us can get there. And he says, in order for us to reach this point, you have performed 2 beautiful things, jap and tap. In order to go to God, jap means to do prayers. How you get to God? If you don't pray, how you get to Him? So the first thing he did is he congratulated all of us. And Prabhu Shri Ram says, my child, I congratulate you today. That you have performed your job, your prayers, and that, my friends, was the ticket to get you to Him. Tap is your meditation and all of these things that you would have done. And devotees, and this penance and prayers that you have performed. Now, devotees, he said that now that you're here, I am going to teach you, and I'm going to give to you one of the greatest gifts. It is called Niyam. Japa, Tapa, Niyam. Niyam means that, devotees, you know, I'll tell you the simplest way for me to describe this Sanskrit word Niyam. If you look at the Hindu calendar, in the month of September or the month of October, choose any month in the calendar, Champaji. When you look at the calendar, right? How much things do you see today? You get Shivratri, you get Ganesh Chaturthi, you get Ekadashi. All of these things is on the calendar. Now some of us may wonder, well, what is these things? Right? But devotees, it says here that every month there are so many occasions that, my friends, is there for us. And you will see that devotees in this month alone, you know, you'll see, you know, Radha Ashmi, Ekadashi, Ganesh Chaturthi, And also, devotees, when we're getting closer to the month, there will be something coming up that's called Pitra Paksha. Right? Then you'll see Purnima, then you'll see Satnarayan Brat, then you'll see, after that now you'll see Navratri. Right? So all of these are things that you call Niyam. Niyam means they're fasts and festivities that devotees, in order for us to achieve things in our life, that, my friends, we must follow these paths. All these days, devotees are called the Niyam days. These are the days that we must choose one of them at least and perform our duties. Simply means that they are days that we must practice the mind, the body, and the soul to come in union with the God, with Bhagwan. So remember, Shri Ram says to you, says, you perform your job, you perform your tap, now you're doing your niyam. Right? And this, my friends, is what's bringing you to. How, sometimes you tell somebody to do fasting and on these occasions, and some people ask Panditji, when you look at the calendar, it appears like every single day is something going on. Isn't that true? Every day. I remember one time I told him, I follow this calendar and you fast according to the calendar. Right? And he looked and said, Pandit, wait for him to kill me. Right? See, my friends? But my friends, and some people come out straight and tell Panditji, how much dal and bhaji and baigan and mositi? Right? Mr. Bailam, to mix it up. Today, dal, rice and bhaji. Tonight, bhaji, rice and dal. Mix the thing up a little bit. Right? You see, devotees, there's so many things that we can, eat in a vegetative state. And here, but please, devotees, don't get me wrong. Even though there may be 20 or 30 different terms for the month, I'm going to tell all of you who are sitting here in this mandir, including those of you who are at home, I will tell you this. Choose at least 1, 2, or 3, or even more, and you stick to that. You don't have to go through all of them, right? And here, he says that most of us devotees, we will choose, many of us, just to give you a little bit of hint, we will choose Ekadashi, will be something that will be fasting in Ganesh Chaturthi. It is important in our life. Purnima, which is where we do sit to perform Satnarayan Brat Puja, aside from devotees, our weekly fasting. And this is why, when we look into our scripture, devotees, that their main purpose, and devotees, their main purpose that we must fast regardless of what is happening. One, it is called Mahashivratri. Regardless of what fasting you're doing, these fasts you must do. Mahashivratri. Ram Navami. He says here, devotees, Navaratri, you must fast. Diwali. I know Diwali, right? Hanuman Jayanti. These are important fasting for you to do. And here, he says, all of these main herbs should be held secret to every Hindus. Every one of us who practice dharma, it must be held secret to us. It means that these are the herbs that regardless of what, where, or who, we are wrong, that we must observe them. And this is why Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, when it says in chapter 5, verses 11, Bhagwan Krishna says so beautiful. Gopal Hari, Govinda Hari, Jai Gopala, Jai Gopala, Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari, Jai Gopala, Jai Gopala. Jai Bhagwan Krishna says to those individuals who fast, who perform, and observe all these various verbs. Because devotees, in the next few days, there is going to be two main verbs that's going to come up. As a matter of fact, three main verbs going to come up. Anybody can tell me them and name me them? And Pitru-Paksh. See? Very good deed. See, my friends? So you have Pitru-Paksh, Navaratri, and Deepavali. These three main verbs are going to come up. And I will get into the big three, when that time comes, all of us can know what to do. And here Bhagwan Krishna says, he says here, Kayena Mansa Buddhiya, devotees, he says that a karma yogi is any children of God who performs any of these religious observances. Remember this, a karma yogi. Now, anybody know what karma means? Your action, your duty, right? And a yogi is who? Yogi is an elevated soul. And he does not become an elevated soul by any form of degrees. He becomes an elevated soul because of devotees sitting, performing, and doing action that is in congruence to godliness. That is a yogi. See, in life there's two types of yogi. There's one called yogi and there's one called bhogi. A yogi is a person who's elevated. A bhogi is a person who only dressed like a pandit, look like one pandit, talk like one pandit, but devotees, guess what he do? He's out there to just destroy and today, so you got a yogi and you got a bhogi. So now here, devotees, Bhagwan is telling us, he says the Karam yogi is, a person who has performed and chosen certain religious observances, and their mind, their senses, their intellect, and their body, my friends, is placed to the feet of Bhagwan. That is a karma yogi. See, it means that that individual will do everything and anything to be in satsang. That individual, devotees, does not care. See, Srima says here, he says that their mind, their sense, their intellect, and their body. See? Champaji is one of those devotees. When she had a mandir, guess what he mind did? Her mind is mandir. Right? Anytime you say I'm in the mandir, oh, Pandit, if you don't miss mandir, right? See? You see, devotees? So, he says that their mind, their senses, so their sense, for those of us who are not in mandir today, where's your mind? Here in the mandir. And here it is saying the devotees, their intellect, their mind, and their body. And here, devotees, it says here. Now, let us look at this, devotees. Performing these religious observances with their mind, their sense, their intellect, and their body. Now, devotees, you can clearly see why one has to fast for puja, right? If your mind, your body, your soul, everything got to be clean. Fasting means that, devotees, the body, soul, and mind has to be clean. There are many of us who claims to be fasting. But devotees, yes, you know, some people, they don't even eat wholly when they fast, right? Today there's many sicknesses and stuff like that, so you have to have something to eat. And that's okay. Eat vegetarian food. But I always tell you this, if your body, soul, and mind has to be clean, then it means you have to stay away from certain things, right? Don't make sense you fast and then, you know, you know what place and then, you know, you hear gossip going on and you hear, you know, cussing and all of these things is happening. That is not fasting. Because what do you do when you hear these things? You're now polluting your mind. See? So stay away from these things. And here, devotees, it says that once this is happening, this is why we should not, devotees, indulge in anything that is negative during the time we're fasting. Nothing that is negative. You know, devotees, before we do puja, because it disturbs the mind, the senses, and the intellect, and devotees, and our judgment then becomes poor. Isn't that true? When we hear these things going on, and we hear this one is doing that, and that one is doing this, and you know, while you're fasting, the neighbor choking something in their backyard, right? This something. What do you like that? Right? So you cannot have these things. So here, devotees, remember, coming to satsang is to teach us and to get us prepared to be better human beings and better children of God. And here, devotees, it says that when the mind becomes uncontrolled, my friends, then what happened to us? And the Lord continues to say that, my friends, that when we can purify this body and do not have a feeling of mindness and I-ness, I always tell you this, get rid of those two things. Me, mine, and I. Get rid of it. Okay? You notice the poet says, Kya tira, nahi mira. What is yours and what is mine? Sadly, yesterday, devotees, I had to perform the last rites for our mother, this mandir here. The day who passed away. Many of you were at the cremation yesterday. And devotees, all of you witnessed, she didn't take nothing with her when she left this world. Nothing. So devotees, what is yours and what is mine? While we're here, yes, we're proud that we have achievements. But this is why, devotees, he says, once we can renounce this I-ness and mine-ness, then such an individual is Kala Karam Yogi. Get rid of that stuff. Right? And then we become a true children of the Lord. You know, devotees? And this is why, you know, today, I'm so proud. You know why? I'm proud because my sister chose that, you know, there's a milestone in her life. She's celebrating her birthday. And you know what she chose to do? She chose to come and sit to do puja. Because Bhagwan, devotees, and I'm sure that she's realized that Bhagwan has caused so much in her life. Don't, I'm telling you this, don't think that she didn't go through trouble in her life too, you know. Right? But yet, devotees, guess what? Her faith never falls. And this is why you can see her sitting here and just smiling. Right? I think she's smiling at me, right? See, devotees? She's smiling. And today, Didi, I want you to know that as we celebrate this birthday with you, we want you to know we love you dearly and thank you for everything and to continue to be a steward of this mandir. And it says here, ना ये तेरा ना ये मेरा मंदिर है भगवान का, पानी उसका भूमि उसी के सब कुछ उसी भगवान का। ना ये तेरा ना ये मेरा So these here the scriptures telling us that yes, rightfully what is in front of our eyes we think it's ours, and we should be proud of our achievements. But don't let them fool you, because my friends, from the time you're being fooled, it means you've lost consciousness of who you really are, and it's telling us that nothing is yours and nothing is mine. ना ये तेरा ना ये मेरा मंदिर है भगवान का, पानी उसका भूमि उसी की सब कुछ उसी भगवान का। ना ये तेरा ना ये मेरा nami ucha, kau nami nicha. Right? Kau means what? Who? Come on, attract each other with Hindi to you naman. Right? Kau means who, ucha means up, or who is big and who is small. See, all of us, we look at each other as big and small. Just because I'm more strong, it means me more big. Right? Now Champagne, I think we look like a Hulk Hogan. Yeah? Right? See? See? So here you go. So who's big and who's small? Because in the eyes of God, everybody is equal. See, devotees? So when a person say, you know what, me I pray to God, but I look at somebody and say, well, you are more little than me, then you're not godly. See, devotees? So this is the first thing. You know, I'm sorry it happened this month here some time ago. A man came up to me and he says, Panditji, you know, I can read Sanskrit very, very well. So I says, congratulations, Naya. Right? So I says, okay, what do you know to read in Sanskrit? He said, we know Bhagavad Gita inside out. So I says, you can read Sanskrit now? So the first mistake you make, the word is not Bhagavad Gita. It's Bhagavad Gita. There's a difference between, and I always say this, between Bhagavad and Bhagavad. Bhagavad Gita is this book here. This is the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad is when you go to sit and you listen to somebody read a katha of Bhagwan. Right? Bhagavad Mahapuran. Right? He says, you know, that is the Bhagavad. So where devotees in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is reading, is speaking, and all of us are listening. God himself is speaking here. But in a Bhagavad, an individual is speaking. Raja Parikshit is talking, and devotees, and he is telling his disciples. So the difference between Bhagavad and Bhagavad is where God speaks, one is, and all of us are listening. And another one is where a Guruji speaks, and the Chela is listening. And this is why, devotees, today, you know, when we celebrate birthday, my friends, we must realize and we know that God has given to us so much. And this is why when we realize that, you know, na ye tera, na ye mera, that Lord, nothing in this world, everything belongs to you. And what gratefulness have I done that you have shared that with me, devotees. What gratefulness have I done? And so today, devotees, Bhagavan has shared, you know, the blessings to all of us who realize Him. And so today, devotees, He says here, but today, Didi, as you celebrate your birthday, may Bhagavan continue to bless you, continue to bless your family, and more so, devotees, and continue that in your journey through life, that it be filled with happiness, love, peace, and devotees, and cheers. Radhe Radhe Japa Karo, Krishna Nama Rasa Piya. Hey! Radhe Radhe Japa Karo, Krishna Nama Rasa Piya. Radhe Radhe Japa Karo, Krishna Nama Rasa Piya. Radhe Radhe Japa Karo, Krishna Nama Rasa Piya. Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Lord, grace and blessings be upon you. To our viewers who are watching us, if it is your birthday, you're celebrating as well, I want you to know that we love you here. And may the Lord's grace and blessings be upon you as you celebrate this new birthday. We pray and ask that whatever the occasions are, we pray and ask of the Lord that you may you shower your choices, grace upon each and every one of us. Always bless you to be that wonderful person you always are. As you celebrate this day, and we pray and hope that you live a long, long time and continue to do the job that you continue to do. Devotees, that being said, I will ask each and every one of you, let us all stand as we perform our waving that secret light over that arm. But Lord, thank you for everything. Yani tani sa papani Janmantari tani cha Tani tani dinashanti Parakshanaye pari pari Ramadutayyo Namo Namaha. Devotees is all gathered together to offer closing pranarthana. We beseech our Lord, the Prabhu, that when we clasp our hand, that we will see that you sit with Him, that Prabhu let Him become even more comfortable. And that comfort that Bhagavan is that you will never want to leave us. Om Tumeva Matascha Pita Tumeva Bandhuscha Sakha Tumeva Vidya Dravinam Tumeva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Papoham Papu Karmaham Papu Atma Papu Sambhuva Traivam Pundari Kanchan Sarva Papu Haru Hari Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktahinam Janadanam Yat Pujatam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tadashtami Bara Paramangalu Harishadeva Siram Parasarojana Pavai Bhakti Sada Satasangasya Vajramachandra Ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman Ki Jai Siya Vajramachandra Ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu Om Dyo Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Oshadhaya Shanti Vanaspatya Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Devotees must be bowed to the ground and bow as we ask the Holy Sacred Church to provide grace and blessings upon us. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Prem Sarvo Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan Ki Prem Sarvo Satya Sanatana Dharma Ki Sarasanta Ki Jai Jai Sita. Devotees, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you for coming out and gracing us with your blessing here this morning. It is so beautiful to see so many of you coming out and joining us in the beautiful satsang. Let us continue to do so. And the devotees, as you know, that it is always my privilege to be in each and every one of your company. This morning, so beautiful that our sponsor was done by Nidhi and puja was so beautifully done by Pandit Krishna ji and my friends and all the assistant who is responsible for making this wonderful morning so beautiful. May God continue to enrich you in your lives. To those of us who are watching us in the various platforms that is available at this time, I want to say thank you so much for giving us the opportunity today to come into your home. May you continue to watch again, devotees, and most importantly, as I said earlier, when you have the time, please do come and visit us here in our beautiful mandir. We can't wait to see you and also to share this program with others. Again, till next week, Jai Shri Ram to each and every one of you.